All right. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started. Welcome to the call, guys. It is Thursday night, 9 o'clock over here on the East Coast, 6 o'clock over there on the West Coast. And I just appreciate every single one of you guys for going ahead and tuning into our call, on a Thursday night. I know everybody has, different things that they have going on a Thursday night. But you guys took the time out of your night to be here with us today. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. For those of you guys that are maybe brand new, and maybe haven't had a chance to meet me, my name is Jamie Chirio. I'm 24 years old, and I've been an entrepreneur now for about 6 years. Spent a lot of time in this direct sales industry, and most recently started a digital marketing and consulting agency with my good friend Luke Hessler, who you guys are going to hear from tonight. So I've got a lot of experience here in this industry, and I can honestly tell you guys, in my entire 6 years in this industry, I've literally never been more excited than I am right now for the product that we have. It's just absolutely incredible with Awaken. The testimonies that I'm hearing, the stories that we're seeing start to develop, the level of seriousness and the types of leaders that are getting attracted to this opportunity right now, it's absolutely incredible. So I'm just excited. I'm not going to take up a lot of your guys' time tonight. I get to go through more of the housekeeping type stuff and give you guys a couple of different updates. As you guys seen, if you guys are in our Facebook page, our Watabu Facebook page, you guys have seen, a bunch of the new updates. You've seen the new tools. You guys have seen, the different sheets that go over, the FAQs. You guys have seen the sheets that go over, the different ingredient lists that's in our product, as well as the different conditions that we have. More and more of those documents are going to continue to coming out. Corporate's working really, really hard on those things right now. We're working on a full, PDF, a customer brochure, a great follow-up tool. It's going to have page after page after page of science and documentation and real proof that what we have, it's working and it's real. So I'm excited for those tools to come out. I'm also really excited for something that's going to go viral on social media, this comparison chart that we're working on over here at Corporate, really comparing our product to all of the major CBDs on the market, the major CBD waters out there, and showing, what we have, what they don't have, and why we're better. I'm super excited for that to go through the compliance department and, be something great that we can feel super safe sharing all over social media and making go viral. So I'm excited for that. I spent all day today and yesterday working with Mr. Luke Hessler on the script and the storyboard for our new Awaken video going over this product, a cool animation that's going to be coming out here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm so excited for you guys to be able to go about, seeing that. It's going to be a great tool for us to be able to share with any person that we want to share it with for Awaken that's going to do a great job telling the story of, number one, why holistic versus, big pharma, okay? Why taking the holistic approach versus, the prescription drug approach. Now it's going to talk about why CBD, then it's going to talk about why our CBD and really go into the important things like the absorption rate, like the entourage effect, like the most important things that set our product apart from everybody else. And it's really going to emphasize in on the risk-free 30 days where you can get your money back if you don't like it, and you can send your bottles back, you can get your money back, no risk whatsoever. So that tool is going to be absolutely incredible. Okay. And the last thing I really want to do for some of you guys who are on here, I really want to discuss our Fast Start bonus program and our customer program, because for those of you guys who have been a part of the different product lines, the bonuses tend to change. But with this Awaken, this Awaken product, we're going to have a 25% Fast Start bonus for any order that goes through your website. So if it's a distributor, it's going to be a one-time order that's going to turn into an auto ship with volume. And if it's a customer, this is what's super, super exciting, is that you're actually going to create a residual Fast Start bonus, meaning every single time that they reorder, you're going to get paid over and over and over again. So for instance, when you have one bottle go through your website, a $65 bottle of Awaken, you're going to make $12.50 month over month over month that they continue to order. If you have 2 bottles go through your website, a monthly supply for the average person, you're going to make $25 a month per person. $37.50 at 3 bottles, and it goes up to where you can make $75 a month, $150 a month, depending on the package that they purchase. 4, 9, 20 bottles if they have a household, if they have a whole family that they want to provide for. You'll start to see the value in that in our customer program, and it's so exciting. Really, what can happen with customers? We have this vision, okay, that starting in January 2018, we're going to have the ability for customers to enroll customers. Okay, and when that drops, that's when we can create long-term stable residual income. When we have a product like we do that people are consuming, that when people run out, their symptoms start to flare back up and they need more. Okay, it's crazy. And I was telling Luke, my testimony, I've been taking CBD for quite some time now. Okay, and it's absolutely insane. I have, a pinched nerve in my back from sitting at a desk too long. They told me I need to get a stand-up desk to be able to fix that. I've also kind of struggled with anxiety throughout my entire life. And I've been taking, CBD oil for the past, 5 or 6 months now, and then recently switched over to the water. I ran out of the water, and those symptoms started to flare back up to the point where I had to go back to another CBD oil just to be able to relieve the symptoms until my Awaken showed up. Okay, so I can tell you guys that, CBD is the real deal. Okay, and there's people all around the world, okay, who are struggling with pain, people who are struggling with anxiety, people who are struggling with insomnia, okay, and many other worse diseases out there. And like we always say, we're not the type of, company or product that is going to claim to, cure or diagnose, any disease. We don't make medical claims, but what we can do is we can potentially relieve the symptoms associated with some of those horrible things out there. We can relieve the symptoms, okay? And that's what's so powerful about our products. We have a product that people want, a product that people need, okay? So like I said, I've never been so excited about something, in this industry in my entire career. And I'm so excited to see where this thing can go and who this is going to be shared with. Because, we're a couple success stories away from this thing going absolutely viral. Okay, so I'm not going to take up too much more of your guys' time. I'm just your guys' host tonight. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass it off to, one of my good friends and, our captain, our leader, our CEO, Mr. Joel Thieler. You guys have heard before, he's one of the most tenacious, hardworking CEOs in the business. He has a huge heart. He's someone who absolutely cares about every single person in the field. And the reason you really know that is because he didn't just start off in corporate. He started in the field just like us, and he moved into corporate because he had a desire for making opportunities like this better for people in the field, okay, taking his experience in the field and really transitioning to a corporate presence, okay, and then from that point, going on to be, CEO at, 23 years old, okay, he's a football player at BYU, free safety. This is actually where his story is so powerful. Broke his neck playing football and has some significant, nerve damage, which has led into, some other things in his life where he's been forced to take prescription drugs, for the last, decade. But because of things like CBD and because of Awaken Holistic Hemp Water, he's been able to, really get off of some of those prescriptions that he was prescribed, some of those opioids that he was prescribed. And he's feeling just incredible after taking this water. So I'm excited to pass it off to Joel to really give you guys some more perspective and what he's so excited about and give you guys a little call to action. So Joel, did you make it on the call? Can you hear me, Joel?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, I can hear you. Go ahead, man.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I gotta say, what I'm going to talk about tonight is all about your personal belief and what people call it like their testimonial. And I want to tell you the reason why we're using this product is because of my testimonial. It was the first testimonial. Then I started sending them out to everybody, and as I was sending the product out, like to Jamie, to Luke, to Peter, to everyone else that was sent product, I said, I want you to take it. Let me know what happens. And based on their testimonial, we started getting more and more people saying, whoa, this stuff is amazing. And what I hope everybody is understanding is you have the ability right now to get one bottle, get it for $65, go take it, try it, and it might change your life to where all of a sudden you're like, I don't have neck pain. I can sleep better. I'm not taking this and this. Like my friend Latoya Barnes, she was in such bad pain one night, she almost went to the hospital. But instead, this is like amazing, she decided to drink some of the water, and it literally took away all of her pain. She slept through the night, and then she decided not to go to the hospital. And because of her testimonial, she told me she can't stop talking about it. And so what I want you guys to do is go out there. Jamie said, I said, it's risk-free, but you could get your testimonial. And if you get your testimonial, it'll be like me, it'll be like Jamie, it'll be like Luke, Peter, everyone else. And they'll be like, I want to talk about it. I can't stop talking about it. And I kind of have to restrain myself, guys. So that begins with you. I'm so excited about what we're doing, where we're moving. And I just want you guys to get that belief like I have, like Jamie has. And I know it'll change your business. It'll get you going, and it'll get all your entire team going. So, guys, thanks. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you so much, Joel, for joining us. Short and sweet. Appreciate you for jumping on the call tonight. And I'm excited to be able to introduce you guys to, one of my best friends. He's going to anchor out this call and really give you guys a plan. Okay. That's one of the most important things moving forward. This call was called a call to action. Okay. We're going to be calling the people on this call to action with an action plan with specific steps to help you guys take this thing, to where you want to go. To be able to help you guys go out there and get free product, to be able to help you go out there and earn your first few bonuses, to be able to help you, change some people's lives. Because I promise you, when you guys get this product into people's hands, all they got to do is drink it. All they got to do is try it. And, I remember when we first started, Joel sent out over 200 samples when we first started. And he had 197 people reach back to him with some sort of positive result. If that's not proof for what this product can do, I don't know what is. So I'm excited to be able to introduce you guys to my good friend, Luke Hessler. He's someone I've worked with now for upwards of 6 years. His integrity in this business is just incredible. His work ethic is just, I've never seen anybody work as hard as this kid and be able to, preach a vision, to be able to take, an idea and really, paint the canvas, okay, of, the vision of the future for where something can go. So I'm excited to be able to pass it off to Luke to give us, a quick plan. So Mr. Hessler, did you make it onto the call?
I did, Mr. Cheerio. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, man. Take it away.
And freaking tastic. What's up, everybody? How are we all doing? I am honored and humbled to be on this call with you guys today, man. I'm just so freaking excited about everything that's going on. It is unbearable. Seriously. It's so crazy because I've been in network marketing now for 6 years, just like Jamie has. And over the last 6 years, we built teams of, my largest team was in my first company, around 35,000 distributors. We had a great product. Everything was amazing. It was exciting. Everything is great. But I've quite literally, just like Jamie, just like Joel, never been this excited about a product in my entire life. Because my first mentor that I ever had in network marketing, he showed me this thing. And he's like, what if I could show you how to take a 50-year plan of working and squeeze it down into 3 to 5 years? And I remember I was 19 years old. I was in college, and I planned on at sometime in my life, maybe getting to 6 figures, living a good lifestyle, retiring at 60, putting away money and things like that. And I was like, you're going to try and show me a plan of taking a 50-year plan of working and squeeze it down into 5 years. That's really what's going to happen. And he's like, yes. He's like, we're going to teach you how to create what's called long-term stable residual income. It's a place where you can not only get actual financial freedom, but actually time freedom as well. Because my dad is a doctor who actually happens to be a functional medicine doctor, and I've seen him work his butt off his entire life to give our family the most incredible lifestyle. I owe a lot of who I am today to my family and my dad and all those things. And I want to give it back to them. I want to be able to pay back to them, for what they've done. I want to be able to retire my parents. And I also want to be able to have time. I want to be able to, go to the baseball games and the football games and do all of these different types of things once I do have kids. And I didn't know that it was possible to have it all. I didn't know you could eat your cake and have it too, if you know what I'm saying here. And then when I got introduced to this industry, I was given a dream. I was given a vision of taking that 3 to 5 or that 40-year plan and squeezing it down into 3 to 5 years. And they said the key to creating that plan is having a product that, regardless of whether or not people are getting paid or not, they're consuming it every single solitary day. Because this business model just made sense to me. It's like, you have a product that's good. And if you like something as a human being, what do? You naturally share it with people that you care about who will also enjoy that product or service, right? If I go see a good movie, what do? I recommend it to a friend who's like me and I know will like that movie. If I listen to a new song, all right, that I don't think anyone else has heard before, what do? I send it to a friend and I'm like, you got to listen to this. This is going to be amazing. And I'm just simply telling and sharing with people something that I believe in and something that I care about. And now with the network marketing, you can get compensated for doing that. However, for the rest of my career before this, I always was a little bit biased, you know what I'm saying? Whereas like the product was good, but really kind of like why I liked it was there was a business attached to it. There was a way to make some money and the product is good, but guess what there really is? There's this business model that you got to go out there and check out. And so for the last 6 years, Like I said, built teams of upwards of 35,000 people off of leading with this business, this incredible way to gain freedom. And it is true. It's still absolutely incredible. I haven't had a job since I was 19, dude. It's given me freedom in my life, and it's absolutely incredible. However, for the first time ever in my career, I am so lit and so excited about leading with a product, because we have something that quite literally, a product that sells itself. I've heard it, everyone says it, that we got a product that sells itself. But I mean, did you just hear that testimonial that you just heard? This lady was about to go to the hospital, the emergency room, because she was in so much pain. And she just forgets that there's this CBD water sitting there, and then she just drinks it, and within an hour, all of her symptoms are gone. They're just poof, and now she's back to normal again. Like, what? What? Within an hour? Within an hour, that is what's happening. So this is my thing, is I'm like, this has to be real, but I didn't trust it that much, because I was like, what about the placebo? Maybe she believed it was going to work, and then it just works. And so for me, I just started doing some more research. I'm like, how are these miracles happening? There has to be some sort of scientific evidence, that says why this is happening this way. And I started looking into it, and I started reading this book that Joel actually recommended me, and it was written by a doctor, Dr. Bonnie Goldstein. She's an MD, and her mother actually had epilepsy, and couldn't figure out anything, and she ended up diving deeper into this, and she ended up writing something. So this is on page 29 of the book. I'm actually just going to read it straight from here, just because it's perfectly worded, and I want you guys to get this. So apparently, in your body, there's this thing called the endocannabinoid system, all right? Endocannabinoid system. Really big word. If you learn how to say it, people will think you're smart, so you should learn how to say it. Endocannabinoid system is what you have in your body. And here's what's crazy. So the endocannabinoid system determines how your cells try and right themselves when something goes wrong or an imbalance occurs, okay? So the endocannabinoid system is the most widespread receptor system in the human body. It regulates many of the most important psychological, physiological pathways in the human body, including gastrointestinal activity, cardiovascular activity, pain perception, modulation of neurotransmitter release, maintenance of bone mass, protection of neurons, hormonal regulations, metabolism control, immune function, inflammatory reactions, inhibition of tumor cells. And as you can see, your endocannabinoid system is involved in just about every chemical process of your body. The Italian researcher Benedizzo Di Marzo, PhD, noted that the endocannabinoid system is essential to life. It affects how we relax, eat, sleep, and forget. It's like, okay, cool, great. There's a good system that's there called the endocannabinoid system that really affects everything in our body. Here's the catch. Did you guys realize that scientists discovered the endocannabinoid system in 1990? 1990 is when this was discovered, in 1990. So these didn't know this existed until 1990. And here's what's even crazier. You can go through med school right now, all right? And they'll never talk about it once. You can get, my dad just got, he's a functional medicine doctor. So he's an MD. So he went all the way through med school, residency, all of that, started his own family practitioner or family practice, started his own business, doing these things, started to understand that maybe there are other options other than prescription drugs in order to help these, kind of the prevention versus cure type thing. And so then he went out and got an additional certification, all right, in functional medicine, which is just a fancy way of saying vitamins and minerals versus prescription drugs, right? And even through that, they never once talked about the endocannabinoid system, which again, let me repeat this system. The endocannabinoid system is the most widespread receptor system in the human body, yet it was never mentioned once. I wonder why that is. Maybe it says it on the other page. Here's an interesting fact. There are no pharmaceutical medications that directly address the endocannabinoid dysfunction. So there's no drug they can sell you that helps you having a dysfunction here. So what this basically saying is they haven't figured out how to profit off of the dysfunction of the system. So they're just not going to tell you it exists, so that you're just going to continue to take their other stuff because that's where they make their money. Do you get this, dude? That is crazy. And so here's all this is. You guys know what CBD is doing right now? You know what this Awaken or this holistic hemp water is doing? It's just giving your body what it needs. That's all that's happening. This is the largest receptor system in the entire body, and you have never given, actually that's a lie. Do you guys know you have CBD in breast milk? That was the last time your endocannabinoid system was actually in breast milk, and that's when you got it. But unless you're still sucking on mom's, you know what I'm saying, you're not getting that anymore, all right? So you know what you have to do? You have to supplement. That's the only other option. That's the only other way in order to go out there and make it happen. And so here's what's so crazy is that people are taking this for the first time. People are experiencing this for the first time. It's almost like drinking water for the first time. It's like, wow, look how good I feel. I didn't even know my body was missing this. And that's what people are seeing. God wanted us to take this stuff. He literally created us physiologically, or created whatever you want to call it, the universe. I don't know what you believe, all right? But all right, I believe it's God, and that's what happened. He created it for us. And the reason people are seeing these miracles of results are simply because they're getting something that their body's been asking for their entire lives. They just didn't even know about it, okay? And here's what's so cool is that combine that with the fact that this system was discovered less than 30 years ago, combine that with the fact that the CBD, the ability to go out there and disperse it and sell it to all 50 states was happening, what, 6 to 10 months ago? I think 6 months ago is what Joel said, is that's when it got legalized. And the only reason there are not more people taking this right now is simply because they don't know that it exists. That's it. All right, that is the only reason. There are 300 million people within the United States of America right now, 300 million of them. And how many of them do you think are suffering at some point in their life? Physically, emotionally, mentally? How many of them are going through some sort of suffering? How many people do we know that are going through pain because they had an accident? How many people do you know that are just having anxiety and stress? How many people do you know? And they just can't figure out what it is. So they go to a psychiatrist, and then they go here, and then they go there. And now they think there's something wrong with them, and they can't figure out what it is. And maybe it was simply the fact that they were given the wrong fuel. Think of it this way. Imagine you have a Mercedes, all right? And all you're doing is putting in unleaded fuel into your Mercedes. And it's not driving the way a Mercedes should. And you're just like, why isn't this thing driving right? I don't get it. This car should be flying down the roads right now, and it's not. I don't get what's happening right now. What? What is it? Well, the fact is that it's a Mercedes. Therefore, it needs premium fuel, or Syntec, all right? Premium fuel. That's what it needs, okay? And you're putting it unleaded. That's the same thing that's happening with people's bodies. All we got to do is switch the gas. That's all you got to do. And here's the greatest part about it is that they just got to try it. And the product will sell itself. And there is a 30-day money-back guarantee where if they don't like it, send it back, and it's like, all right, it's over with. You know, it's like the way I look at it, it's like worse. It's like risk versus reward in life. It's like, you try this. What's the risk? The risk is you send it back. That's your risk. The time it takes to send it back. All right. But what's the risk of you not taking it? Living with that pain and suffering the rest of your life. And you are one decision away from potentially eliminating that, but it's trying. But you were too ignorant to even try it. So you're going to choose to live with that suffering the rest of your life. That's the pain associated with not doing it, or doing it and it not working. But here's the other option of it. How about doing it and it does work? What happens then? By making one decision just to try something out, you can change your whole life. And the most beautiful thing about it is that you won't just only change your life, but it'll act as a domino. Right? Because when one person's alleviated with their pain, exactly like Joel said, man, they can't not talk about it. They can't not tell people about it. They can't not share this story with the world. And so it starts as a domino effect that leads into just something absolutely incredible. When I start to sit back and I think of all the people that are out there that are suffering, and they don't even know why they're suffering, and it's not even their fault. They're just simply not given the correct information. They're not given the correct products. They're not given the correct supplementation. It infuriates me. And all I want to go out there and do is just sew people a way out. I saw my mom. My mom had a spinal fusion like 7 years ago. I was a freshman in college when it happened. And she has had the worst back pain ever since then. She is a trooper. Like, this woman is tough, all right? I mean tough. But she still cannot drive more than an hour without having to stop the car, get up, stretch, move, and go around until she tried this holistic hemp water, and now her pain has disappeared. I've never seen that before. And this is my mom, just so you know, any kind of cannabis related anything, it is like, no. You know I'm saying? Like, it is like, no, that is not happening. But she was simply not educated on the difference between THC and CBD, right? Because what's so beautiful about this is that we are at a tipping point where people are starting to become aware of it. They're starting to see the stories. They're starting to see some things that are happening, but they haven't quite figured out it yet. It hasn't hit that mass market yet. You know, I heard, I think it was my dad who talked about how this idea of CBD, it can gonna be almost like a gluten-free trend. You know what gluten-free, it was like, it's a thing. I'm gluten-free, Renee. It's like, you gotta be, it's healthy. It's good for you to be gluten-free. Most people are allergic to gluten. That's the truth. And so it's intelligent to go gluten-free. But do you notice how now that has turned into almost like a trend where it's like trendy to be gluten-free? That's like the cool thing to do, is to be gluten-free, right? And this product CBD will be the next trend that happens within healthcare. There's always a trend. There's always a trend. There was that diet. What was that one? Forgetting it now. Is it the Long Beach diet or something like that? I don't remember what it was. All right, some diet that happened and people went out there and did Weight Watchers. That's what I'm thinking of. Weight Watchers, Long Beach. Where did I get that one? Weight Watchers. There was this huge trend that happened within Weight Watchers, and everyone went out there and did it. And Weight Watchers is a big thing to go down. Then comes in the gluten-free trend. Boom, that's the next big thing. And what is it going to be next? And I have a pretty good feeling that it's going to be CBD, and a lot of experts do as well. And when you start looking at the testimonials, it makes freaking sense. It makes sense. So here's the question now. All right, number one is you see the testimonials from the products. Fantastic. Seeing is believing. Number two, you can understand the basic science behind why these testimonials are happening, where it's really not a miracle. It's just the largest receptor system in your body has been starved your entire life. And for the first time, it's finally getting fed. And so naturally, your body's going to feel better, because the main point of that system is to help your body maintain homeostasis, which is its ability just to feel right by itself, to feel in balance and in harmony and things like that. So now you get the science. That makes sense of why these results are happening. And you also understand that, hey, if this is a good product, there are results. I know people who benefit from this as well. I should probably share this with them, okay? That's all the logic you need. So now what are the action steps, right? Like, what do we do? How do we take advantage of this? Let's say from a business building perspective, that's from a product perspective and how much value it is. Now let's put our entrepreneur caps on and think of how, as an entrepreneur, we can take advantage of what it is that we're doing right now. And the answer is so simple, all right? Here's the answer. Share your testimonial. And if you don't have a testimonial, share Joel's testimonial. It's that simple. The more testimonials you share, the more success you're going to go out there and find. That's it. That's all you got to think about. That's literally it. Make a commitment today that you are going to share a testimonial with 5 people a day. And here's what we're going to do, because we know most people won't do that, because it's pretty hard to pick up that phone and call someone for 40 seconds. I know it's tough. All right. I know it's tough. So we're going to make it simpler for you. So what we decided to do is model ourselves after a previously successful company. If any of you guys have ever heard of a company, Lavelle, they're a great company. When I was looking at different companies, I actually flew down there. I met with some of their top leaders, and it was an incredible experience. And one of the things that they do so well is they leverage social media in order to go out there and build their company. And what they do is they have a Facebook page that's a Lavelle Facebook page. There's over 1 million likes right now. Check it out. This company is new too. Over 1 million likes. And what they do is every day, the company will basically post a testimonial of their product of the day. So people within the company submit the testimonial to the company. The company screens it for compliance. They then post it at the same time every single day. Then all the distributors go and they like it and tag their friends within it. Does that make sense to you? So here, yeah, thank you, Jamie. So you can see this. Check this out. Really simple. So they have over 1 million likes, as you can see. So first thing people do is they come in and they like this Facebook page. Once they get involved with it, then they come on here, scroll down, and you can see right here, testimonial. And this is will say, I will never have a before and after. Hello, blah, blah, blah. Here's my testimonial. And that was 30 minutes ago. And then you look down, 61 different likes, 61 shares. Go down to a couple of these. They do ones like every 30 minutes they drop these. Look at this, 50 likes, 50 shares, again and 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 again. All these are testimonials. All these are people being like, hey, this product works. And guess what people do? They tag their friends and family in it because they say, hey, if that worked for them, it could work for me. So now let me ask you this. What happens when you have the person who is about to go to the emergency room because they're in so much freaking pain from an accident that happened years ago, and they've never figured out what to do, and then for the first time, they decide to take this holistic hemp water, and it eliminates all of their pain within hours of doing it, and they post this huge testimonial. And how many people do you know that are going to have pain? All right, and all you have to do is you tag your friend, being like, "OMG, check this out! I know you went through what you did. Maybe this could be for you." And then you tag them in this, and then they see the story, and then they see it, and then what starts to happen is you start to see this natural, organic, type of virality. Virality, is that a word? Virality that will happen within everything, okay? And so this is our page. As you can see, brand new, 123 people like this Facebook page. Tomorrow at noon, and we will be posting one testimonial a day at noon Eastern time, okay? So wherever you're at in the world, you guys can, figure out what that's gonna be for you. But at noon Eastern time, we're gonna be posting a testimonial. And then all you have to do is just think, who do I know that is experiencing a similar thing? Who do I know that is experiencing a similar thing? And tag them in it. Show them. Show that you care. You know what I'm saying? It's like I start thinking about this stuff, and it's like if I were sick, all right, and my friend figured out a cure or knew some. Let's say I have cancer, and my friend knew that I had cancer, and then they have another friend who had cancer but got it cured because of something. As the person who has cancer, do I want my friend to tell me about what cured his buddy of that cancer? Would I want him to do that to me? Or is he annoying by coming and telling me about that? Think about it. I mean, seriously, the biggest reason people don't go tell their friends and talk to their friends about this is because they don't want to be annoying. They don't want to bug them. They don't want to feel like they're selling. They don't want to feel like they're doing that. You're not. You're not. You're sharing something, and you are caring. It is not about selling, all right, and telling. It is about sharing and caring. And that sounds like such a little cliche. It's like, okay, sharing and caring. No, I mean, seriously, all right? It's about looking at someone and caring about who they are. Actually wanting them genuinely to live a better life. Not because you get a paycheck from it, not because it helps you rank advance, not because everyone in the company is going to be like, hey, yeah, go Aaron, you got a customer. All right, that's not what it's going to be. They're doing that. You do that because you genuinely care about the person that's sitting across from you, and you genuinely know in your heart that you have something that could help them. And that's all you tell them. You don't even have to tell them that it will help you or it will work. All you say is that this could help you, man. It's worked for tens of thousands. There's literally hundreds of thousands of testimonials of CBD and what it can do in people's lives. And you just say, hey, this has worked for them. It could work for you. And oh yeah, by the way, if you don't like it, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. Try it out. That's it. That's all that needs to happen. Okay. And so here's what I challenge each and every single one of you guys to do is that make a commitment that every single day when we make this post starting at noon, and we are going to have to make more posts as we get more testimonials that are all running in, but just make a commitment that every day at noon when this post is going through, you're going to go out there and tag 3 people, 5 people, 2 people, 1 person. All right. I don't care what the number is. Just set a number and actually do it. Don't say I'm going to tag 10 people and then you tag 10 people one time and you never do it again. All right. Set a number that you can do consistently. I'm going to tag 1 person a day. Fantastic. I'm going to tag 2 people a day. Fantastic. The biggest, most important thing is making a commitment in your mind and sticking true to it. There's a momentum cycle that happens in your life, whether you're aware of it or not, that when you set a goal and you commit it, it gives you more confidence, and more confidence leads to taking more action. More action leads to adding more success. More success leads to more confidence, which leads to more action and more success, and so on and so forth. However, if you tell yourself you're going to do something, then you don't do it, the exact opposite happens. Right? You set a goal, I'm going to do it. You failed. Failure leads to less confidence. Less confidence leads to less action. Less action leads to less success. Less success leads to less confidence, and so on and so forth. So all you have to do is set a goal for yourself and get this freaking momentum cycle started. This is the beginning of the beginning. This is the first full month ever that we have Awaken Holistic Hemp Water, and it's the first month anyone in the world has their hands on it, and you are the first people in the freaking world to have your hands in it. And do you really think with testimonials like this product will stay quiet? No, it won't. Whether I build it, whether Jamie builds it, whether Joel builds it, whether anyone on this call builds it, guess what's going to happen? This thing is going to freaking blow up with or without any of us. And I'm just telling you, I am not going to be the person that looks back 5 years ago and is like, wow, I was there. I was there. I was there when they were just talking about it. I was there when they were saying this was going to be the next trend. I was there when Joel sent Luke the water for the first time, and Luke didn't even want to take his phone call because he thought it was just normal water. And it was like it's snake water. I was there for that. But now, look what happens. Guys, I got off the phone with the CEO, and Joel's told this story, but I just got to tell it again because it just blows my mind, all right, of a company called My Daily Choice. And dude, in 120 days, they went from almost closing their door to having over 25,000 customers and doing $100,000 a day in sales in 4 months from introducing this product. No home events. They just have online testimonials. Blows my freaking mind. Literally blows my mind. And I genuinely looked at their product. Because they were like, hey, he's like, hey, you could come with us. It's going to be really good. I can hook you up and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll look at what you have going on. I compared our products out there. It's not even in the same ballpark, dude. It's not even close. Our absorption rate blows them out of the water. We have a freaking multivitamin in our water too. And it tastes like water and not cough syrup. It's not even close. And if in 4 months they can add 30,000 freaking customers, what do you think we can do? What do you think we can do? And the answer is we can do whatever we believe we can do. All right. It all starts in your mind. You have to genuinely believe in your heart that how things always have been is not how things always will be. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt that you can make a decision right now and your entire life will be different forever because you made that decision right here, right now. It all starts in your freaking mind. What is your life going to look like? Stop being so obsessed with who you've been and start falling in love with who you were born to be. And who you were born to be is a champion. Who you were born to be is a winner. Who you were born to be is a child. All right. You are literally born in the image of God, right? You understand this, right? It is unbelievable how this works. You are God's most highest form of creation. Whatever you want to, that is what we do. That is who we are. And you can go out there and have to do anything that you want in your life. But you got to believe. I'll believe it when I see it. And I'll tell you the truth. All right. You will see it when you believe it. Period. End of story. That's how it goes. Okay. I remember being 19 years old and being dead broke, having no business experience, having no network marketing experience. I didn't even have a car. All right. I could barely afford rent. I had $7 in my freaking bank account. I was alone with no upline, no guidance, no anything. Okay. And in 18 months, myself and Jamie Cheerio went from that to having a team of well over 10,000 people across 50 states and 20 countries. And we didn't have anything close to a product like this. What do you think you can freaking go out there and do? All right. I'll tell you what you can do. You can do whatever you think you can do. And that's just a fact. All right. And if you start to dare to dream a little bit bigger, if you start to realize that there are people no better than you, no different than you, that are going out there and freaking making it, and you look at that fear in the face, because I know you feel the fear. I feel the fear too, man. I get scared too. I feel that. But the only difference is you just got to run at it. You just got to run at it. Do not let yourself get caught in the trap of, oh, I need to get more information. I got to get more knowledgeable. I got to study more. I got to do this. No, you don't. All you got to do is you go out there and share this with people. You got to get this in people's hands. You got to hear them give you a testimonial, and you will get lit on freaking fire for this product, for this company, and for this movement where it's going. So guys, I'm freaking just excited because you have an opportunity right now to change your freaking lives. And you're going to change your lives by changing the people you care about and changing their lives, because that's exactly what we do. This is a business of helping other people. The more people you help, the more you help yourself. And I am just so honored and humbled to even be a freaking part of this. All right. What Joel has created is absolutely amazing. The tenacity that this guy has, his work ethic is just inspiring to me. I'm seeing what these leaders are doing. I mean, hearing Alton on these calls and everyone else, I'm just like, we're the best team. We have everything that we need to go out there and make this happen. And it's just a decision away. You know, I've made the decision. I know Jamie's made the decision. I know Joel's made the decision. And I know there are other people on this call who have made the decision. And I want to ask you, have you made the decision? Do you genuinely believe that you can change your life after this call? And now let me ask you the second question. What are you gonna do about it? Because at the end of the day, your actions reflect your true priorities. So what are you gonna do about it? We're at the right place at the right time with the right people, and it's time to do it right here, right now. So guys, I'm stoked. I appreciate you all. Remember, post coming at noon. Tag 5 people in it. Do it. Just tag 5 people in it that you know, and watch it grow for you. Watch your business grow. With that, I love you all. See you all at the top. Take care.
Watch out.
You used to do what?
No.
No.